That includes the right strategy in Iraq, where we're partnering with the Iraqi people for their long-term security and prosperity. And thanks to the honor and the heroism of our troops, we are poised to end our combat mission in Iraq this summer on schedule. As we end the war in Iraq, we're pressing forward in Afghanistan. We're working to break the momentum of the Taliban insurgency and train Afghan security forces, strengthen the capacity of the Afghan government, and protect the Afghan people. We will disrupt and dismantle and ultimately defeat al-Qaeda and its terrorist affiliates. And we will support the aspirations of people around the world as they see progress and opportunity and prosperity, because that's what we do as Americans. As you meet the missions we ask of you, we're going to make sure you're trained and equipped to succeed. That's why we halted reductions in the Navy. That's why we increased the size of the Marine Corps. That's why we're investing in the capabilities and technologies of tomorrow. And as we come up on the 100th anniversary of naval aviation next year, we're committed to the next generation of aircraft. We're going to keep you the best trained, best led, best equipped military that the world has ever known. Some of that is about technology, but the most important thing in our military is our people. It's all of you. And as you advance through the ranks and start families of your own, we want to be there for your loved ones too. This is one of the defining missions of the First Lady, Michelle Obama. On Sunday, she visited the Navy Marine Corps team and their families at Camp Pendleton. And they had a tough week, because 5 outstanding Marines from Pendleton gave their lives last week in Afghanistan. And during her visit, Michelle had a message for their families and for all military families. America is going to keep faith with you too. When a loved one goes to war, that family goes to war. That's why we're working to improve family readiness and increase pay and benefits, working to give you more time between deployments, increasing support to help spouses and families deal with the stresses and the separation of war. But this can't be the work of government alone. As Michelle's been saying, 1% of Americans may be fighting our wars, but 100% of Americans need to be supporting our men and women and their families in uniform. You guys shouldn't be carrying the entire burden. That's why Michelle's challenging every sector of American society to support our military families. And not just now, with our nation at war, but at every stage of your lives. So we're improving care for our wounded warriors, especially those with post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury. We're funding the post-9/11 GI Bill to give you and your families the chance to pursue your dreams. We've made a historic commitment to our veterans, with one of the largest percentage increases to the VA budget in the past 30 years. Those are concrete actions we've taken to meet the commitment I have to you and that the American people have to you. Because you've always taken care of America, America needs to take care of you. And that's my main message here today. We're all in this together. In our country, there isn't a military world and a civilian world. We're all Americans. There's not Democrats and Republicans. When you take the long view, we're all Americans. We all rise and fall together. And we all need to do our part to get through the challenges we face as a people. So yes, we're emerging from the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. Too many folks are still out of work here in Florida and around the country. Yes, we're a nation at war with adversaries who will stop at nothing to strike our homeland and would kill innocent people, women and children, with no compunction. Yes, we're now battling the worst environmental disaster in American history. Any one of these challenges alone would test our country. Confronting them all at once might overwhelm a lesser nation. But look around. Look at the person standing next to you. You look around and you see the strength and resilience that will carry us through. You look at this installation and the forts that have stood watch over this bay and its people for centuries, through the rise and fall of empires, through a terrible civil war. And as a nation healed itself, we became a beacon to the world. We've endured. All of these men and women in uniform, all of you represent the same spirit of service and sacrifice as those who've gone before, who defeated fascism, defeated tyranny, prevailed in a long Cold War over communism. And now in our time, you've toppled regimes based on terror and dictatorship, and you've given new hope to millions of people. You've earned your place among the greatest of generations. And look at the people of this city and this region. Fishermen who've made their lives on the water, families who've lived here for generations, hard-working folks who've had to endure more than their share. Tough economic times and hurricanes and storms that forced so many families and communities to start over from scratch, but they never gave up. They started over, and they rebuilt stronger than before. As Americans, we don't quit. We keep coming. And none of these challenges we're facing are going to be easy. None of them are going to be quick. But make no mistake, the United States of America has gone through tough times before, and we always come out stronger. And we will do so again. And this city, and this region will recover. It will thrive again. And America's military will prevail in the mission to keep our country safe. And our nation will endure from these trials stronger than before. That is the history of the United States of America. That is the legacy of our armed forces. And I promise you that we will not falter. Past generations have passed on this precious gift to us, and future generations are depending on us. And as I look out on each and every one of your faces, I am absolutely confident that you will meet that challenge. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
President Obama giving an emotional